They're literally making it so that you have to choose a side. I want to read you some comments from YouTube videos that state, it's long overdue for the true American to stand and fight back the shame cast on our country by those who use the freedom it provides to put it down. And it's time folks stand up for what's right, because things have been wrong for too long. The majority of the country is tired of it, and we are seeing more and more standing up from all races and backgrounds and genres of music as well. May we unite and turn this country back to God, as Reba sings and the Bible says, 2 Corinthians 7:14. This song is not racist. It speaks to the traditional American values that anyone that lives in or is from any close, tight-knit community. This does not have to be an actual small town. You can live in a big city and still be from a close community within that big city and still feel this way. But ladies and gentlemen, we've even got other country music artists literally pausing, breaking, taking time in their concerts to address the situation and further back and support Jason Aldean. Cody Johnson paused his concert, as he says, to be an outlaw. Brantley Gilbert stopped his show in Houston, Texas, to give a speech. And then, because he's a liability and doesn't have the passwords to his own social media, he just decided to write a song about it. And if you'd like to hear it, here it go. No, I'm just playing. I can't play here because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But ultimately, it's good to see country music, not just country music, but in this instance, country music artists standing up to the woke mob. And Brantley Gilbert, the way he put it, keyboard warriors hiding behind cell phones and laptops that need to get punched in the face. I couldn't have said it better myself. Try That in a Small Town has debuted on Billboard's Top 100 at number 2, and for good reason. But besides the point, they're literally making you have to choose a side. And this side, oh man, this side has many faces, okay? This side could be the side of right and the side of wrong, the side of prejudice and division and justice and freedom and constitutional values of this country. The side could be of being able to provide and support your family financially, or just completely being broke and having to try to manage and live paycheck to paycheck. And they're hiring paid actors to put on different costumes that most people do not realize and recognize the difference of, and sit on certain panels and hide them in certain mainstream media news events and interviews, and throw these subtle jabs and comparisons and analogies, all to try to trick and convince the people that ultimately what this super progressive, unbelievably misguided and delusional uber liberal left is trying to substantiate their claim and back and support CMT, Country Music Television, for this ridiculous act, which I think even other artists have just went up to CMT and said, just take my videos off your channel too, because I don't want to be a part of this. This is unbelievable that this is happening. This is completely ridiculous. But what I think is the best part about it all is that the people, you guys have spoken. I've read the comments on my videos, on my community posts, on other videos. I've had conversations with people out and about, friends, family, strangers on the streets. And there's one unanimous decision that everyone that I've talked to, which granted, I haven't talked to everybody, but I have yet to come across anybody who agreed with or sided with those who think that there's some sort of divisive, racist, lynch mob mentality hidden in the lyrics and video footage of this Try That in a Small Town. Completely asinine. I've even had someone tell me that they've been going about this all wrong their entire lives, and they've only voted Democrat, and now are starting to wake up and see the error in their ways. Now, I'm not going to say that only voting for one political party is the answer, but I do think that it is important that we focus on and pay attention to core values, what's actually being said, what's being done on top of or after the fact of what's being said, especially after they've gotten the votes. I'll call this post-nut clarity, because this is what typically happens as the Democrats usually bait and switch voters into wanting to support them, only to turn around and not provide them with the same very reasons as to why they initially voted for them. But at the end of the day, we got to shut this shit down. We can't let the woke mob mentality take over. We can't lose sight. We have to choose the right side.